Welcome back to the audio bookshelf. We hope you enjoy the book, and please don't forget to hit the like and subscribe buttons to get our latest content. Please enjoy. Implementing Self-Discipline and How It Affects the Human Psyche. Presented by Theo E. David from the audio bookshelf. Chapter 1: Understanding Self-Discipline. Self-discipline is often misunderstood. Many see it as a rigid framework that suppresses freedom and creativity. In reality, self-discipline is the gateway to personal growth, accomplishment, and inner peace. It is the ability to control one's impulses, emotions, and behaviors in pursuit of long-term goals. Unlike motivation, which is fleeting and often unreliable, self-discipline is a practiced skill that provides consistent energy toward success. The concept of self-discipline can be broken down into three primary elements: commitment, consistency, and control. These elements serve as the foundation for building habits, making decisions, and achieving results that align with your personal and professional aspirations. Commitment means deciding on what matters most to you. It is about choosing goals that resonate deeply and promising yourself that you'll honor those decisions. This requires clarity. You cannot commit to everything, you must prioritize. Consistency, the second pillar, is where most people struggle. It's easy to take the first step, but challenging to keep going when obstacles arise. Finally, control is the ability to manage distractions, temptations, and the inner voice that says, "Just this once, I'll skip it." Why is self-discipline critical to the human psyche? The answer lies in the way it rewires our brains. Neuroscience shows that each act of self-discipline strengthens neural pathways associated with focus, resilience, and decision-making. Over time, this creates a feedback loop. The more disciplined you are, the easier it becomes to maintain that discipline in the future. Self-discipline is not about depriving yourself of enjoyment. Rather, it's about directing your energy toward what truly fulfills you. For example, someone practicing self-discipline might skip watching a late-night show to ensure they wake up early and energized for an important meeting. The sacrifice of temporary pleasure leads to long-term satisfaction and confidence. Throughout history, self-discipline has been a trait shared by great leaders, innovators, and thinkers. From Marcus Aurelius, who spoke of mastering one's mind in his meditations, to modern entrepreneurs who emphasize routines and habits, the principle remains timeless. But how does one develop this vital skill? This journey begins with understanding your current habits and their impact on your life. Ask yourself, what actions are helping me move forward, and what behaviors are holding me back? Once you identify these patterns, you can start to make changes. In the next chapter, we'll dive into strategies for cultivating self-discipline in everyday life, exploring tools and techniques that make it achievable for anyone willing to try. Chapter 2: Building the Foundations of Self-Discipline. Cultivating self-discipline requires intentional effort and a systematic approach. While some individuals might naturally exhibit greater discipline due to their upbringing or environment, it is a skill that anyone can learn and master with practice. The first step in building self-discipline is setting clear, actionable goals. These goals act as a roadmap, giving you direction and purpose. Ambiguity is the enemy of discipline. When you're unsure of what you want to achieve, it's easy to become distracted or discouraged. Effective goals are specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound, often referred to as SMART goals. For instance, instead of saying, "I want to get fit," a SMART goal would be, "I will exercise for 30 minutes 5 times a week for the next 3 months." Once your goals are established, the next step is creating a structured plan. This plan should break down your larger objectives into smaller, manageable tasks. By focusing on incremental progress, you reduce the feeling of being overwhelmed and increase your likelihood of staying committed. Small wins build momentum, reinforcing your belief in your ability to succeed. Accountability is another critical factor. Sharing your goals with a trusted friend, mentor, or accountability partner can help keep you on track. When others are aware of your commitments, you are less likely to abandon them. Additionally, tracking your progress, whether through a journal, an app, or regular check-ins, ensures you remain aware of your growth and areas for improvement. A common obstacle to self-discipline is the prevalence of distractions. In today's world, our attention is constantly pulled in multiple directions, whether by social media, emails, or endless notifications. To counter this, create an environment conducive to focus. Remove unnecessary distractions from your workspace, set boundaries with technology, and practice mindfulness to improve your ability to stay present. Another tool for cultivating self-discipline is developing routines and habits. Habits are powerful because they operate on autopilot, requiring minimal decision-making once established. To build a habit, start small and attach it to an existing routine. For example, if you want to meditate daily, pair it with an activity you already do, such as brushing your teeth or having your morning coffee. However, discipline doesn't mean perfection. Life is unpredictable, and setbacks are inevitable. What matters is your response to these challenges. Instead of viewing a missed workout or a broken commitment as failure, see it as an opportunity to learn and recommit. Resilience is an essential component of discipline. It ensures that one mistake doesn't derail your progress entirely. Finally, self-compassion plays a vital role in sustaining discipline. Many people associate discipline with harsh self-criticism, but this approach can be counterproductive. When you treat yourself with kindness and understanding, you are more likely to stay motivated and less likely to give up when faced with difficulties. In the next chapter, we'll explore the psychological and physiological benefits of self-discipline, highlighting how this skill impacts every area of life, from mental health to professional success. Chapter 3: The Psychological and Physiological Impact of Self-Discipline. The benefits of self-discipline extend far beyond achieving external goals. This practice profoundly impacts the human psyche and overall well-being, shaping the way we think, feel, and perform in every area of life. On a psychological level, self-discipline fosters a sense of control and agency. When you consistently follow through on your commitments, you build confidence in your ability to influence your own life. This sense of empowerment reduces feelings of helplessness and increases resilience against stress. Self-discipline is also closely tied to emotional regulation. By practicing discipline, you train yourself to pause before reacting impulsively. This ability to respond thoughtfully rather than react emotionally enhances relationships, decision-making, and overall mental health. For instance, someone who develops the discipline to step away from a heated argument rather than lashing out is better equipped to resolve conflicts constructively. From a physiological perspective, self-discipline has a direct impact on the brain and body. Studies in neuroscience show that repeated acts of discipline strengthen the prefrontal cortex, the brain region responsible for executive functions such as decision-making, focus, and self-control. Over time, this neural strengthening enhances your ability to resist temptations and stay committed to long-term goals. Moreover, self-discipline contributes to better physical health. Disciplined individuals are more likely to maintain healthy habits, such as regular exercise, balanced nutrition, and sufficient sleep. These behaviors not only improve physical well-being but also enhance cognitive function, mood, and energy levels. The link between self-discipline and mental health is equally significant. People who practice discipline often experience lower levels of anxiety and depression. This is partly because discipline helps create structure and predictability in daily life, which can be comforting during times of uncertainty. Additionally, achieving goals, no matter how small, triggers the release of dopamine, a neurotransmitter associated with feelings of pleasure and motivation. It's important to note that self-discipline is not about suppressing all desires or living a life of deprivation. Instead, it's about aligning your actions with your values and priorities. This alignment creates a sense of harmony and fulfillment as you're living in accordance with what truly matters to you. In the next chapter, we'll delve into common misconceptions about self-discipline, addressing myths that often discourage people from embracing this transformative practice. Chapter 4: Debunking Myths About Self-Discipline. Despite its many benefits, self-discipline is often misunderstood. These misconceptions can create unnecessary barriers, preventing individuals from fully embracing the practice. Let's address some of the most common myths about self-discipline and uncover the truth behind them. Myth number 1: self-discipline requires extreme willpower. One of the most pervasive myths is that self-discipline demands an extraordinary level of willpower. While willpower plays a role, it's not the sole determinant of success. In fact, relying solely on willpower is unsustainable. Self-discipline is more about creating systems, habits, and environments that support your goals, reducing the need for constant self-control. Myth number 2: discipline means sacrificing happiness. Many people equate discipline with rigidity and self-denial. However, true discipline enhances happiness by helping you achieve what's most meaningful to you. It's not about saying no to everything, it's about prioritizing what brings long-term joy over fleeting pleasures. Myth number 3: you either have discipline or you don't. Some believe that self-discipline is an innate trait, something you're born with or without. In reality, discipline is a skill that can be developed through practice. Like any skill, it takes time, effort, and consistency to master, but anyone can improve their level of self-discipline with the right strategies. Myth number 4: discipline is only about big goals. Self-discipline isn't limited to achieving monumental goals, it's equally valuable for small, everyday tasks. Whether it's sticking to a morning routine, managing your finances, or practicing mindfulness, discipline applies to all aspects of life. Myth number 5: discipline equals perfection. Finally, there's a misconception that discipline means never making mistakes or falling short. In truth, self-discipline includes the ability to recover from setbacks and keep moving forward. It's about progress, not perfection. By understanding and addressing these myths, you can approach self-discipline with a more realistic and empowering mindset. In the next chapter, we'll provide actionable tips for overcoming obstacles to self-discipline, ensuring that you stay on track no matter what challenges arise. Chapter 5: Overcoming Obstacles to Self-Discipline. Even with the best intentions, obstacles to self-discipline are inevitable. Life is filled with distractions, temptations, and unexpected challenges. To sustain discipline over the long term, it's essential to recognize these barriers and implement strategies to overcome them. Obstacle number 1: lack of motivation. One of the most common challenges to self-discipline is the absence of motivation. While motivation can provide an initial spark, it is often unreliable and fleeting. The key to overcoming this obstacle is focusing on the why behind your goals. Why do they matter to you? How will achieving them improve your life? Keeping your larger purpose in mind can reignite your commitment when motivation wanes. Additionally, relying on routines rather than emotions can help you push through low motivation periods. For example, if you've built a habit of working out every morning, you're more likely to stick with it even when you don't feel like it. Obstacle number 2: fear of failure. The fear of failure often holds people back from fully committing to their goals. This fear can manifest as procrastination, self-doubt, or avoidance. To combat this, reframe your mindset around failure. Instead of viewing it as a negative outcome, see it as a learning opportunity. Each setback provides valuable insights that can guide your future efforts. Breaking down your goals into smaller, less intimidating steps can also reduce the pressure to succeed perfectly. Focus on progress rather than perfection, and celebrate small wins along the way. Obstacle number 3: lack of time. I don't have enough time is a common excuse for neglecting discipline. However, time management is often more about priorities than the number of hours in a day. Start by evaluating how you currently spend your time. Are there activities that add little value to your life or goals? If so, consider reducing or eliminating them. Time blocking is an effective strategy for maximizing productivity. Dedicate specific blocks of time to your priorities and treat them as non-negotiable appointments. This approach helps prevent distractions and ensures that you allocate enough time to what truly matters. Obstacle number 4: distractions and temptations. In our hyperconnected world, distractions are everywhere. From social media to endless notifications, staying focused can feel like an uphill battle. To overcome this obstacle, take proactive steps to limit distractions. For instance, turn off unnecessary notifications, designate specific times for checking emails, and create a clutter-free workspace. Practicing mindfulness can also improve your ability to resist distractions. By training your mind to stay present, you become more aware of when you're being pulled away from your goals and can redirect your focus accordingly. Obstacle number 5, negative self-talk. The inner critic is another significant barrier to self-discipline. Negative self-talk can undermine your confidence and convince you that your efforts are futile. To counter this, practice self-compassion and positive affirmations. Remind yourself of your strengths, past achievements, and ability to grow. Surrounding yourself with supportive people who encourage and inspire you can also help combat self-doubt. When you have a strong support system, you are less likely to give in to negative thoughts and more likely to persevere through challenges. Obstacle number 6, burnout. Finally, pushing yourself too hard without rest can lead to burnout, which ultimately undermines self-discipline. To avoid this, prioritize self-care and recovery. Schedule regular breaks, get enough sleep, and engage in activities that recharge you. Remember, discipline isn't about working nonstop, it's about maintaining a sustainable pace that allows you to perform at your best over time. In the next chapter, we'll explore the role of discipline in professional success, focusing on how it can enhance productivity, leadership, and career growth. Chapter 6, the role of self-discipline in professional success. In the workplace, self-discipline is a defining characteristic of high performers. It enables individuals to stay focused, meet deadlines, and consistently deliver quality results. Whether you're an entrepreneur, a team leader, or an employee, cultivating self-discipline can significantly enhance your professional success. Enhancing productivity. Self-discipline is the foundation of productivity. It allows you to prioritize tasks effectively, avoid procrastination, and maintain focus on what truly matters. By developing disciplined work habits, such as setting daily goals and limiting distractions, you can accomplish more in less time. Time management tools, such as to-do lists and project management software, can further support your efforts. These tools help you stay organized and ensure that you're allocating your time and energy to tasks that align with your goals. Strengthening leadership skills. Discipline is also a key trait of effective leaders. Leaders who demonstrate self-discipline inspire trust and respect from their teams. They lead by example, showing commitment to their responsibilities and holding themselves accountable for their actions. Additionally, disciplined leaders are better equipped to make tough decisions, manage conflicts, and adapt to changing circumstances. Their ability to remain calm and focused under pressure sets a positive tone for the entire team. Supporting career growth. In the context of career development, self-discipline helps you stay committed to your professional goals. Whether it's pursuing additional training, networking, or taking on challenging projects, discipline ensures that you remain proactive in advancing your career. Moreover, self-discipline fosters a growth mindset, the belief that skills and abilities can be developed through effort. This mindset encourages continuous learning and resilience in the face of setbacks, both of which are essential for long-term success. Building professional relationships. Discipline also plays a role in building and maintaining professional relationships. Consistently showing up on time, following through on commitments, and treating others with respect demonstrates reliability and integrity. These qualities strengthen trust and rapport, which are critical for effective collaboration and networking. In the next chapter, we'll shift our focus to the connection between self-discipline and personal fulfillment, exploring how this practice can enhance relationships, creativity, and overall life satisfaction. Chapter 7, Self-Discipline and Personal Fulfillment. While self-discipline is often associated with achieving external success, its influence on personal fulfillment is equally profound. A disciplined approach to life helps create balance, deepen relationships, and foster a sense of purpose. It enables you to align your daily actions with your values and aspirations, leading to a more meaningful and satisfying existence. Strengthening relationships. At its core, self-discipline is about self-control, which plays a vital role in maintaining healthy relationships. For instance, disciplined individuals are better equipped to manage emotions during conflicts, avoiding impulsive reactions that could harm their connections with others. They are also more likely to follow through on commitments, whether it's showing up for a friend in need or nurturing a romantic partnership. Furthermore, self-discipline fosters empathy and patience, qualities that are essential for building strong relationships. By practicing active listening, being present, and prioritizing the needs of others, you create an environment of trust and mutual respect. Enhancing creativity. Contrary to the belief that discipline stifles creativity, it can actually enhance it. Creativity thrives within structure. Disciplined individuals carve out dedicated time and space to explore their ideas and passions. For example, many successful writers, artists, and musicians rely on consistent routines to produce their best work. Discipline also helps overcome the common obstacles to creativity, such as procrastination and self-doubt. By committing to regular practice and embracing the process of trial and error, you allow your creativity to flourish without the pressure of perfection. Achieving work-life balance. One of the greatest challenges in modern life is achieving a healthy balance between work and personal responsibilities. Self-discipline is key to managing this balance. By setting boundaries and prioritizing your time, you can ensure that both areas receive the attention they deserve. For instance, disciplined individuals are more likely to disconnect from work during personal time, allowing them to recharge and engage fully in activities that bring them joy. This balance not only improves mental and physical well-being but also enhances productivity and focus when it's time to work. Fostering a sense of purpose. Purpose is the foundation of a fulfilling life, and self-discipline helps you stay aligned with your purpose. By consistently taking actions that reflect your values and goals, you cultivate a sense of direction and meaning. This alignment reduces feelings of aimlessness and increases overall life satisfaction. For example, someone who values community involvement might use self-discipline to volunteer regularly, despite a busy schedule. The act of contributing to something greater than themselves reinforces their sense of purpose and strengthens their connection to the world around them. In the next chapter, we'll explore the intersection of self-discipline and long-term happiness, highlighting how consistent effort toward meaningful goals can lead to enduring contentment. Chapter 8: Self-Discipline and Long-Term Happiness. While happiness is often perceived as a fleeting emotion, self-discipline provides a pathway to long-term, sustainable contentment. Unlike instant gratification, which offers temporary pleasure, disciplined actions create a foundation for enduring happiness by aligning your behavior with your values and aspirations. The role of delayed gratification. Delayed gratification is a cornerstone of self-discipline and long-term happiness. It involves resisting short-term temptations in favor of long-term rewards. For example, choosing to save money rather than spend it impulsively can lead to financial security and peace of mind. Research in psychology has consistently shown that individuals who practice delayed gratification experience greater satisfaction in life. This is because they prioritize meaningful goals over fleeting pleasures, leading to a deeper sense of accomplishment and well-being. The joy of mastery. Another way self-discipline contributes to happiness is through the process of mastery. Whether it's learning a new skill, pursuing a hobby, or advancing in your career, disciplined effort allows you to achieve a sense of competence and growth. This mastery not only boosts confidence but also brings immense joy as you see the fruits of your labor. For instance, a musician who practices regularly experiences the thrill of playing complex pieces effortlessly, while a student who stays disciplined in their studies feels pride in their academic achievements. These moments of mastery are deeply fulfilling and contribute to a lasting sense of happiness. Strengthening self-worth. Self-discipline also enhances self-worth by reinforcing the belief that you are capable of achieving your goals. Each act of discipline, no matter how small, serves as a reminder of your strength and resilience. This sense of self-efficacy is a powerful driver of happiness, as it empowers you to face challenges with confidence. Moreover, disciplined individuals often feel a greater sense of control over their lives. They recognize that their actions have a direct impact on their outcomes, which reduces feelings of helplessness and increases overall satisfaction. Building meaningful connections. As discussed earlier, self-discipline plays a significant role in fostering strong relationships. These connections are a major source of happiness, as they provide support, love, and a sense of belonging. By investing time and effort into maintaining these relationships, you create a network of people who celebrate your successes and uplift you during difficult times. In the next chapter, we'll examine how self-discipline intersects with physical and mental health, offering practical advice for using discipline to improve your overall well-being. Chapter 9: Self-Discipline and Overall Well-Being. Self-discipline is a powerful tool for improving both physical and mental health. By making intentional choices and sticking to healthy habits, you can enhance your quality of life and build resilience against illness and stress. Improving physical health. Disciplined individuals are more likely to engage in regular exercise, maintain a balanced diet, and get adequate sleep, all of which are essential for physical health. These habits not only reduce the risk of chronic diseases but also improve energy levels, mood, and cognitive function. For example, committing to a consistent exercise routine strengthens your cardiovascular system, boosts endorphin levels, and improves overall fitness. Similarly, practicing discipline around nutrition helps you make healthier food choices, supporting your body's needs and preventing weight-related health issues. Supporting mental health. Self-discipline also has a profound impact on mental health. By creating structure and stability in your life, discipline reduces feelings of chaos and uncertainty, which are often sources of stress and anxiety. Additionally, achieving goals, no matter how small, triggers a sense of accomplishment and boosts self-esteem. Mindfulness and meditation are examples of disciplined practices that promote mental well-being. By dedicating just a few minutes each day to these activities, you can reduce stress, improve focus, and cultivate a greater sense of inner peace. Breaking negative habits. Another benefit of self-discipline is its ability to help you break negative habits, such as smoking, excessive drinking, or procrastination. These habits often undermine both physical and mental health, creating a cycle of guilt and dissatisfaction. Replacing negative habits with positive ones requires consistent effort, but the rewards are well worth it. Over time, you'll notice significant improvements in your overall well-being, as well as a renewed sense of control over your life. Creating a sustainable lifestyle. Ultimately, self-discipline supports a sustainable lifestyle by encouraging balance and moderation. It's not about striving for perfection or depriving yourself of enjoyment. It's about making choices that align with your values and long-term goals. In the next chapter, we'll explore how to instill self-discipline in children and young adults, providing guidance for fostering this vital skill from an early age. Chapter 10: Instilling Self-Discipline in Children and Young Adults. Teaching self-discipline to children and young adults is one of the most valuable gifts a parent, teacher, or mentor can provide. This skill lays the foundation for success in all areas of life, from academics to relationships to personal development. By introducing discipline at an early age, young individuals can develop habits and mindsets that will serve them well into adulthood. The role of modeling. Children learn best by observing the behavior of adults around them. If parents or guardians demonstrate self-discipline in their own lives, it becomes easier for children to understand its importance and adopt similar behaviors. For example, if a parent consistently follows through on commitments, manages time effectively, and handles challenges calmly, their child is more likely to mirror those habits. Setting clear expectations. Discipline begins with clarity. Young people need to understand what is expected of them and why. Clear rules and guidelines provide structure, helping children develop a sense of responsibility. It's important to explain the reasoning behind these expectations, emphasizing how they contribute to long-term growth and success. For instance, setting a rule about completing homework before playing video games teaches the value of prioritizing responsibilities over leisure. Over time, this habit of managing priorities becomes second nature. Encouraging routine and consistency. Establishing routines is a powerful way to instill self-discipline. Routines provide predictability and stability, making it easier for children to stay on track. Whether it's a bedtime routine, a designated time for chores, or regular study sessions, consistency reinforces the importance of discipline. Involving children in creating these routines can also foster a sense of ownership and accountability. When they have a say in how their day is structured, they're more likely to take responsibility for following through. Teaching delayed gratification. One of the most effective ways to nurture self-discipline is by teaching delayed gratification. The famous marshmallow test experiment demonstrated that children who could wait for a second marshmallow rather than eating the first one immediately tended to have better life outcomes in areas like education, health, and career success. Parents and educators can create opportunities for children to practice delayed gratification by setting small challenges. For example, they might encourage a child to save their allowance for a larger reward rather than spending it right away. These experiences help develop patience and impulse control. Using positive reinforcement. Discipline doesn't have to rely on punishment. Positive reinforcement is a more effective and constructive approach. By acknowledging and rewarding disciplined behavior, adults can encourage children to repeat those actions. For instance, praising a child for completing their homework on time or sticking to a bedtime routine reinforces the idea that discipline leads to positive outcomes. Rewards don't always have to be material. Words of encouragement and recognition can be equally powerful. Teaching accountability and consequences. While positive reinforcement is essential, it's also important for children to understand the consequences of their actions. Accountability teaches responsibility and helps young people recognize the impact of their choices. For example, if a teenager procrastinates on a school project and receives a lower grade as a result, it's an opportunity to discuss the importance of planning and time management. These conversations should be approached with empathy and a focus on learning, rather than blame or criticism. Fostering resilience. Self-discipline isn't about avoiding mistakes, it's about learning from them. Teaching children to view setbacks as opportunities for growth helps them develop resilience. This mindset ensures that they don't give up when faced with challenges and continue working toward their goals. In the next chapter, we'll discuss how self-discipline evolves throughout adulthood and explore strategies for maintaining and strengthening this skill in different stages of life. Chapter 11: Self-Discipline Through Adulthood. As individuals transition into adulthood, self-discipline takes on new dimensions. The responsibilities of managing a career, relationships, and personal growth require ongoing commitment to disciplined practices. However, the challenges of adult life, such as stress, competing priorities, and changing circumstances, can make maintaining discipline more complex. Adapting to life changes. Adulthood is marked by constant change. From starting a new job to becoming a parent, life's transitions often require a reevaluation of priorities and routines. To maintain discipline during these changes, it's essential to stay flexible and open to adjustment. For example, a new parent may find it challenging to stick to their previous exercise routine. Instead of abandoning the habit entirely, they might adapt by incorporating shorter workouts during nap times. The key is to focus on consistency over perfection. Balancing short-term and long-term goals. In adulthood, the tension between short-term demands and long-term aspirations becomes more pronounced. Self-discipline helps navigate this balance by ensuring that immediate needs don't overshadow important goals. Time management strategies, such as prioritizing tasks and breaking down larger objectives into smaller steps, can help adults stay focused. For instance, someone pursuing a degree while working full-time might allocate specific hours each week to studying, ensuring steady progress without neglecting other responsibilities. Managing stress and burnout. The demands of adult life can lead to stress and burnout, which undermine self-discipline. To counter this, it's important to prioritize self-care and establish boundaries. Taking breaks, practicing mindfulness, and seeking support from others are effective ways to manage stress and maintain discipline. Additionally, recognizing the signs of burnout, such as fatigue, irritability, or a loss of motivation, allows you to address the issue before it becomes overwhelming. Self-discipline includes knowing when to rest and recharge. Continuing personal growth. Self-discipline is a lifelong journey, and adulthood provides endless opportunities for growth. Whether it's learning a new skill, pursuing a passion, or contributing to your community, disciplined actions help you achieve meaningful milestones. For example, someone who values lifelong learning might commit to reading one book per month or taking online courses. These small, consistent efforts contribute to personal development and a sense of fulfillment. In the next chapter, we'll explore the connection between self-discipline and leadership, examining how this skill empowers individuals to inspire and guide others effectively. Thanks for listening, and please don't forget to hit the like and subscribe buttons and also click the small bell icon to receive a notification every time a new free audiobook has arrived. Thanks again.